Alright, in this game I'm going to be playing Kayle against Vladimir. And this is actually a pretty good matchup for Kayle because Vladimir can't really deal that much damage to her early on. Vladimir is a champion that gets really strong once he hits level 7 or 9 when his Q is on a pretty short cooldown. But in the beginning, he's actually really easy to harass. And Kayle's early harass is phenomenal. So Vladimir really has no chance to sustain against her. So let's speed this up right here. Unfortunately, someone gets caught right there on my team. And that actually gives everyone on their team except Janna an assist. And a misfortune early first blood. So that's no good for us, but not too big of a deal. So that gives Vlad a bit of an early edge, but it's not too bad. Like, he has basically a ward and a few more potion, one extra potion. So because he has an extra potion, he's actually playing pretty aggressively. But because I'm Kayle, every time he tries to like harass me, I can hit him back much harder. So I actually run into the bush to chase him down. So Kayle's strength at is level 2. At level 2, she has a huge slow, a 4-second slow at 35%, and it just nukes really hard. So it's 60%, like 60 damage, and 7% increased damage on your everything else. So having that will actually let me just use a Q. I can use my Q to harass. I can use my Q and then auto attack him a few times. It takes a ton of damage from that. So right now I'm wary of Siobhan because she came to gank me earlier. But I'm not really that worried about her because I feel like I can still get away even if she comes. So I just run into the bush and pretty much wait for Vlad to use his full and kill him right after. There's literally nothing he can do against that because his cooldowns are a bit too long. So, game's not going too well for our team. Let's see. MF has a kill, Rise has a kill, but I do have a kill too, so that's really good. Vladimir is CSing okay. I have 12 more than him, and I have 2 Doran's Blades now. So picking up that early kill on Vladimir actually gives me a really big edge in lane. So just clean out the creeps, and from now on I can probably just zone him. So if he sticks to, I'm only using my auto attack to last hit. I'm not going to activate my E because that'll make the lane push, and I really don't want to do that because that makes it hard for me to zone. So yeah, I'm pushing just because there's more creeps on my side. There's not much I can do about it, so I just want to harass him as much as possible. So I do throw my Q on him every time I can, and that's just a bit of damage every single time. Like even under his tower, because the Q travels so slowly, I can actually throw a Q and then just back off. So he actually uses his ult here, and I use my ult to counter his ult. So I wait until it's about to explode on me, and then I activate my ult, and I just easily pick him off. So I didn't actually notice Shyvana running up, or else I think she ran through river, but I'm not completely certain of that. So I actually had to burn my ghost. Originally I was just gonna save my ghost because Vlad did burn his flash and his ignite on me, and I would be able to easily chase him down with ghost. But since I don't have that, can't really do that anymore. So I really shouldn't have killed the extra creep because that pushes the lane back a little bit too hard. I could have frozen the lane right here and just zoned him forever. But it's okay. So right now I have no idea where Vlad is. I assume he's just like killing stuff in the jungle, but he shows up back in lane. So he's gonna get pretty hard to harass now that he's like almost level 7, because level 7 is really where Vlad's sustain starts kicking in. Because he can just spam his Q all over the place. And then having Shyvana gank for him doesn't really help me either. So I can't zone him for like a few moments there. But as soon as he pushes up, it's easy for me again. Basically until very, very, very late game, Vlad can't really trade with Kayle that well. Because Kayle simply does too much damage. So what Vlad should have done is just play extremely passive until he hits level 7 or level 9. Giving up those early kills really set him behind. So right now, just, hitting creeps, hitting Vlad, doing what I can. Yeah, right now, just, hitting creeps, pushing the lane. I want to take this tower down because my team is kind of behind, so if I take the tower down, I can go help them more. I actually kind of want to dive him at this point. I know that I can like easily kill him. He actually burns his ultimate for no good reason. I think he was trying to scare me off, but nothing really came of it for him. I would love to dive him if I had a little bit more mana. I don't have enough Q, E, and R. So if I did, I would definitely just go and dive him right now. So Shyvana actually comes to help him out. So I just back off. There's no reason for me to stay. Don't want to take the risk. So I actually back off, pick up Vamp Scepter, pick up a pickaxe. I could have picked up a BF sword, but I really wanted some wards. So instead of spamming a BF sword, I pick up some more sustain and a little bit more damage. Not quite as much as a BF sword, but it's still pretty good. So I just ghost because I'm pretty sure I can kill Vlad. I just chase him down and he's done. Like I take about 3 shots from the tower. I'm not even sure I needed my ult there. I could have lived just from like I probably would have lived even if I didn't use my ult. So kind of a waste there, but the cooldown is short enough that it really doesn't matter. By the time he's back in lane, it should be about up. So speeding this up a little bit. Okay, it's because I see Shyvana mid, I'm coming to help out Veigar. I actually really wanted to save Veigar, but it didn't happen. I actually have to ult myself. I killed Shyvana, but Ryze picks me off. So that was unfortunate. So what happened there was Veigar actually flashed away from me. If he flashed toward me, I could have ulted him, and he might have been able to pick off Shyvana or Ryze. But because he flashed away from me, I was completely out because my ult was not even close to being in range to use on him. So I gave a killing spree to Ryze, which is not something you want to do. Ryze becomes extremely powerful if you give him gold. So that was just not good on my end. And it looks like Vlad's heading back top. Shyvana's about here, Ryze is here. This means I can play aggressively top because I know that Shyvana's down here. And there's really nothing that Vlad can do to stop me. I do take a bit too much damage there from his ult. Not sure I wanted to fight this. If I could have run at him and tried killing him with my ult, but it would have been extremely risky. Because he could have just backed off as soon as I used my ult and then come in to kill me after. So right now I really need my BF sword. Like this is a small opening for Vlad where he can actually do things against me. Unfortunately he runs a bit too fast. I burned my ghost for no reason. That was a waste. Should not have done that. And now I'm just pretty much back to pushing. So push, push, push. Gonna take this tower just cause it's pretty low. Oh, maybe not. Vlad comes back. I just throw some harass at him. And Shyvana comes, so I'm pretty dead here. It was probably not getting away, yeah. So they both flash for me and just done. Or rather, Vlad flashes for me, I get exhausted by Shyvana, and yeah. Couldn't really get away from that. So that gives a bit of breathe some life back into Vlad pretty much. So now I'm just chasing him down because I do a huge amount of damage with my BF sword, and he's just done. There's no way he's surviving that. I was chunking him for about 200, 250 HP every single auto attack. Or maybe not quite that much, but a large amount. And easily take this tower. Not much you can do to stop me. No one's around up there. Because I see the entire team bottom, I decided to just push top. But because Vibe shows up, and I expect him to show up soon because his death hammer's almost up, I just back off, push middle instead. So I do pick up my Infinity Edge. This is huge for me. I do a massive amount of damage. Like, ridiculous amounts. So there's not really much they can do against me. Or rather, Vlad can do against me. So this actually works out okay for us. I do pick up Vlad, but Corki gets killed, which is unfortunate because MF is getting pretty strong. She does have 4 kills, which is not something you want to see on an enemy AD carry, but we can deal with her. Because Veigar can pretty much instantly explode people. So I actually do pick up some MR because they have a pretty strong ride, and Vlad does do damage. So I decided to pick up a little bit of MR to counteract that. So stuff happens here. They're trying to steal our blue. Don't really want that to happen. So we just defend it. I decided to just chase him off. They are taking Dragon, and we decided to go for Baron. Not sure this was a really good decision on our end. We take a lot of damage from MF there, her ult, and then we just decided to back off. That was extremely risky on our end. So right here, I get dragged around a bit. Rise actually flashes in. I ult Corky to let him escape. Pick off Rise maybe? Nope, do not pick off Rise. He was a bit too strong, a bit too tanky. And so this fight definitely didn't go our way. They're probably gonna pick off Baron off of this. And yeah, so that's pretty bad for us. They have a pretty nice lead now. So let's just speed this up a bit. They're just pushing in. Not much we can do to stop this. But let's see what happens. Alright, so they took our red, they're backing off. We just go for dragon, or they might have actually done dragon because they were doing it when we were going for Baron. So Vlad's actually over here, so we decided to chase him a bit. Can't really stop him from running away, but not, yeah. So right here, Sona actually gets chased down by Vlad. I try killing Vlad, he's a bit too fast and Jan's in the way. I don't really want to risk dying for that. So not much happens here. Alright, so we're just playing defense. Picking up gold where we can, there's Rise, break his shield. Basically what we need to do right now is break Rise's shield and just explode him. So we actually do pick up MF here. That was a really nice pick off for us. And right here I'm probably buying a QSS. Yep, QSS. So QSS is good for two reasons. One, if I get stunned and someone else is dying on my team, I can just cleanse myself and ult someone else on my team. We actually do pick off Rise because he's like AFKing or something. We picked off Vlad earlier, so having those two dead is huge for us. So we can easily just push into their base. Yep, so we're just taking over everything here. There's nothing they can do to stop us because they're all dead. So I'm actually in kind of a bad spot here. So I ult myself, I'm probably dead. But I actually do get away because of Veigar's stun, so that was really nice of him. So right here, so Lee Sin jumps in and kicks Vlad. That was a really nice kill there. That was pretty smart. So I'm backing off. There's no way I'm going in that. Veigar just stuns people, doing lots of damage. They are going to pick off Shyvana there, so that's really good for us. Pretty much making a really good comeback. They kind of threw the game with the Vlad and Rise pick off. So that was pretty fortunate. So what needs to happen is we have to have either pretty much Corky or Lee Sin break Rise's Banshee's Veil, and then after that we can probably just kill the rest of their team. Because once Veigar can burst down Rise, he's pretty much the main threat on their team. If we can kill him, we're in pretty good shape. Because I can just ult myself or ult whoever MF is targeting, and that makes things easy for us.